Hello, it's Henry's Coffee Shop Talk. It's on a Friday, coming to a nice long weekend. Give praise to all our military fallen and present. Memorial weekend. It's my second oldest brother's birthday. But anyways, Henry's Coffee Shop Talk is about management again. Yeah, I know, you're probably why I'm harping on that. Well, I'll tell you, I just stopped by, grabbed some quick food because we're going to be doing some stuff this afternoon. So I just grabbed some quick McDonald's. Yeah, I know it's not good for me. I got it, right? But I still eat great all week, and I have a little treat once in a while. So anyways, stop by. Normal young people there I saw weeks ago. Happy, cheery, energetic. Not so much today. So I said, hey, what's going on? I didn't record them today. I said, hey, what's going on? What's up? I'm ready to go home. Ready to go home? Time you start? 12 o'clock. It's only 3:30. Yeah, but management. How's a young man or woman at age 17, 18, working, 19, have that negative outlook already because it's management? I'm going to tell you again, and I'll say it over and over. You lose your people that don't want to work for you because it's based on the management's attitude. I worked part-time at a Domino's. And I brought management style and attitude, and I never had a problem with workers calling out, not showing up, or not wanting to work. I always had more workers than I needed, and I taught them how to get tips for what they did, and they were happy drivers, and my inside people were well taken care of. When I was able to, and we were meeting goals, I consistently awarded them. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can do it with money. You can do it with a simple piece of paper. That goes back to, and I'll say this over and over, every human has what's called the WIFM. What's in it for me? If they're awarded correctly, praised properly, and put out in front of everybody else in front of them, right, and they're showed the same proper respect, you will get tenfold out of them than you can ever expect. If you don't do that, and you treat them like poo-poo, and you don't have respect for them, then what'll happen is you'll lose them. They'll stop performing, they'll stop doing stuff for you, and they'll become less of an employee for you. It's paramount that you put the proper effort into their morale and their mindset. It's paramount as a leader that you culminate a proper environment for them to work in that's happy and fulfilling. Not too long ago, just recently, some other people I know of have switched over, come working in our code, and switched over from other codes. I asked that question, why is that? It's because the treatment and the feeling of wanting and being accepted, the WIFM, wasn't there. So what they do is they feel expelled, they feel not loved, they feel not appreciated, and then what they do is they shift. They go and seek that somewhere else. And they need to keep the money up, they need to keep the income to support their family. But when the management is so bad, and I mean so bad, that they're willing to sacrifice their family's well-being financially to better themselves because the work environment is toxic, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And in my career, I've run into people that worked somewhere where the environment was so toxic, they just got up and left. And they left a good, financial, stable income with medical and everything because the environment was just so toxic. It was so unappealing to them. They were so miserable, they just got up and left. Who does that to their people? Who creates an environment that you are so hatred towards the people that the environment's so toxic that they actually leave? Who does that? And if you don't have a good employee and he's not working good, why aren't you trying to fix him? Why aren't you trying to figure him out? This one employee I met not too long ago said he left his code because one supervisor hated him. Sad part was another supervisor told him that he hated him. Who does that? Who does that in leadership where you undermine another leader undermine another leader, or a leader tells that to an employee? Who does that? What kind of self-centered, selfish stuff is that? Why do you do that to your people? Do you want to keep training new people all the time because you talk and say rumor mill stuff to another person because you're angry, you're vindictive, you're not happy with what you do? Who does that? That's some crazy nut-ass shit. I'm sorry, that's shit. It's not a healthy environment. Retraining people over, not keeping your core there, especially as a civilian. It was bad enough when I had military guys leaving and coming all the time on a 2-year, 4-year tour. That sucked. I hated rebonding with people and creating a new environment and trying to find out its pros and cons and issues. I couldn't imagine setting up my workspace. It was so toxic that people literally give up everything just to get out of it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know who you are that does that. I'm not going to mention names that I might know who done it. But if you ever come across this Henry's Coffee Shop talk about leadership, you should look in the mirror and say shame to yourself. You have to treat your employees better than you treat yourself. You can't walk around saying, well, they don't like me, they don't love me as a supervisor or a general foreman or a superintendent, whatever you are. And you can't look in the mirror and say, woe is me, I don't get it, I'm not giving it to them. Woe is me, I don't owe them that. Woe is me, my work environment doesn't give it to me. Woe is me, I just don't like being here. Well, then go somewhere else. But don't make it toxic for other people that have wives and children that want to make an honest, hard-working living, and you make it so toxic they just pack it up and leave. That's crazy. That's morally incorrect. That's toxic. And them person that leave because of that will tell others of it. They will talk. They won't hold their tongue, and they will talk. And your people need to be able to talk, and you need to take input from them. You need to sit down and say, what can I do to be better? They can make you better if you have an attention span wide enough to listen to them, and you should listen to them. I'm not in the management position of having people anymore. I'm in the position of seeing outside, and I see a lot of toxic stuff around me when it doesn't need to be toxic. There's no reason for it. It's not healthy. It won't make your job any better. It'll make it harder. And then people look upon you worse. It'll make you hard to move up and move around because you're not going to be looked upon as a person that actually can manage and lead people. I mean, people talk. People will say stuff that you wouldn't think they'd say. They say one thing in your face and say something different behind your back. But for you leaders that are out there, don't be toxic. There's no reason to be envy and toxic of your people. Take care of people, they'll take care of you. You take care of people, they'll hold you up on a pedestal and they'll take care of you. Your people will make you be successful. You'll have less effort, you have a better day, and you'll be a better person. That's my pitch. Be a better leader. Wake up and be a better leader. Was I always perfect? No. Of course not. Did I grow? Yes. Did I learn? Yes. Did I listen to people? I sure did. Did I have close friendships at first with people? No, I sure didn't. Do I now? I think I do. I think I've come a long ways. Many, many, many people I know have made me better. And even currently are making me better. I want to make you better. I hope you stumble across this, whoever you are, and look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you have 20, 30, 5, 2, 4 people working under you? Do you take care of them the best you can? Do you love them? Do they know that? And will they stay there until you retire so that you can have a good work environment and you can not have a toxic day too? Think about that. I hope you stumble across this, and I've actually said something that can help you. And you as an employee need to be better too. Don't give your boss a headache. Don't be late. Be on time. Be polite. Be courteous. Be professional. And be straightforward, but be professional. Be respectful. And don't think you know it all. All right, that's my pitch for today in Henry's Coffee Shop talking about leadership. I want everybody to have a great weekend. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. If you don't agree with me, let me know. A lot of people vent, and I'm okay with that. But I know what works for me, and I know what has worked for me, and I know I've taken care of the people I could take care of with utmost love and care I could. God bless America, and have a great weekend. Henry out.